Hello, welcome to Academies Australasia Polytechnic. Academies Australasia Polytechnic, also known as AAPoly, is part of the Academies Australasia Group. The Academies Australasia Group has campuses throughout Australia and Singapore. We have campuses in Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, the Gold Coast, Perth and Singapore. Our campuses in Melbourne are both on Bourke Street and Swanston Street. Please refer to the maps for more detailed information. The facilities on our campuses include computer labs with printers and broadband internet access, wireless internet, a student lounge which has vending machines, computers with internet access, printers and copiers, microwaves, and all of our campuses are fitted out with CCTV cameras for your security. This is the Academies Australasia Polytechnic website. This is a good place to find any information that you need. Please make yourself familiar with the website and the information that is there. You can find the college website at www.aapoly.edu.au. There you'll find information on timetables, any forms, AAPoly emails, access to Paradigm and e-learning, and more information on university pathways, which you can also find on www.academies.edu.au. We also have a Facebook page. It's the Academies Australasia Polytechnic Facebook page. Here we share a lot of information about what's happening in your classes and also what's happening around the city and in Australia and any important information that you might need. Please follow us on Facebook to get all the updated news. The systems that we learn from, and also you can access any information that you need while studying as a student at AAPoly, are through two systems that we use, and that's Paradigm and our e-learning system. With Paradigm, you can enroll in units and subjects, and it's part of our student management system. And with e-learning, you can access this regularly for your classes, for your assessment details, any online resources or class notes or any forums. So you will use these two systems very, very regularly. So you will need to know how to use these systems very well. If you have any questions, please let us know, and we'll be more than happy to help you with getting started on those systems. You can contact us at student@aapoly email. It's your student number at aapoly.edu.au. This is how the Paradigm Access homepage looks like. So what you would do is you'd put your username and your password in there, and you will receive that as well from AAPoly. This is also the e-learning page where you will access the e-learning. How to access your e-learning page will be, the information will also be given to you as well. It will include your student ID and your password as well. You will receive more instructions on how to set this up. You will also be set up with a student email, which is hosted by Google, and it's part of your email address while you are studying at AAPoly. Please check your emails regularly. The school will be communicating with you through your emails as well. Overseas student health insurance cover. So this insurance covers you from the date you have arrived in Australia. It must be paid for the duration of the course, and it covers for doctors, hospital, ambulance, and prescribed medicine. You can collect your cards at student services. And if you have any questions, please just contact student services and they can help you as well. Student support services. If you have any issues regarding living and studying in Australia, contact the student services who will also help you to contact the student counselling service. You can arrange an appointment via e-learning, the e-learning system. This is provided free of charge, and if you need some more information, you can click on the link there. If you have any academic issues, you can contact Conrad. He's the acting manager. And you can also arrange an appointment through the e-learning system there. If you need any legal services, you could contact Study Melbourne Centre. Any workplace related issues, the Fair Work Ombudsman is a good place to start with. For free information and referral advice to international students, you're advised to download the Insider Guides, and this will really give you some information to help you as well. If you change your address, your telephone number, your email address, your visa status, please contact or please inform the college within 7 days. This is very important. If the college has the wrong details, it's very, very difficult to get in contact with you. So please let us know if you do change your phone number, your address, your visa status, or any of your personal details. Transcripts and certificates. At the end of the course, a certificate indicating a level of achievement will be issued. You will need a unique student identifier to obtain a certificate or qualification. Student handbook, telephone numbers and contact details. The student handbook and other important information is provided on the link below and has been emailed to you. The student handbook contains information about college rules and regulations, policies and academic requirements, and is updated regularly. Please take the time to read it, and if you require further information or assistance, contact our staff at Student Services. The Student Information Pack. The Student Information Pack is given to you, and it gives you the information that you need to begin studying. So it gives you information about the campus, how to create a USI, the services we have available, information about timetables, and anything you really need to know to begin your studies. All your questions should be answered in this Student Information Pack. So please take some time and go through this pack very carefully. Unique Student Identifier. This is very important to set up, and you will need to set up, it's otherwise known as a USI, to obtain your certificate or qualification. You must do this and then provide the details to the college once you start your course. So to do this, there is more details on page 2 of the student handbook to help you set up your unique student identifier. So just to briefly give you a summary of how to do that, you go to www.usi.gov.au, click on Create Your USI and follow the instructions. Keep a record of your USI. Then what you have to do is notify the college. So once you have your USI, you go to www.aapoly.edu.au/submit-USI. Please click here to submit your USI. Fill in your details and click Done. USI registration manual has been included in the orientation pack. to help you to go through this process step by step. Administrative matters. Student cards. You must carry student ID while on college premises. Student ID cards lost must be replaced. An administrative fee will be charged if you do lose your card and you do need to replace your card. Copy cards. You must buy a print credit from the library if you wish to copy or print information on college copiers or printers. You can go and see student services to help you with that. Please see the important dates below. It's very important to note the dates that you change the course application, any recognition of prior learning or credit transfer application final due date. So that date is the final date that you can submit any recognition of prior learning or credit transfer applications. Anything submitted after those dates will not be considered. The end date of term 1, results are published, and the start of term 2 for 2021. So these are just some important dates for you to have a look at. Changing courses. Students wishing to apply to change courses after commencement of their enrolment must complete the new application for enrolment form and a statement of purpose outlining the reasons for this change. Pay the change of course fee of $100. Applications to be submitted to student services by this date. Exemptions. If you have completed subjects from another institution or can demonstrate that you have equivalent current competencies, you may apply for recognition of prior learning, an RPL, recognition of current competencies, RCC, or credit transfer, CT. Refer to student handbook. Applications must be submitted by the due date. This is very important. Granting exemptions. What happens when you do have exemptions is that it could mean that it could make your course shorter. It does not affect the Department of Home Affairs, or which was known as the Department of Immigration and Border Protection. It doesn't affect the requirements of the student visa, of the full-time study workload of 20 hours per week. So you are still required to attend 20 hours per week. It does not lead to a reduction of fees. Students who wish to apply for RPL may do so by paying an RPL fee per competency. This fee does not apply to credit transfer. Training delivery. So students must undertake a full-time study workload of 20 contact hours per week. Student attendance is recorded for each subject. You must enroll in their subjects in Paradigm. Absences must be supported by proper documentation, like a medical certificate. So if you are absent from your class, please bring a doctor's certificate from a GP to support your absence. Students are expected to be punctual for lessons. Mobile phones to be switched to silent during classes. Submit all assignments on time. Assessments must be set out in acceptable format. Assessments must be your own work, copied on completion and copies stored securely. They must be submitted on time. Plagiarism is related to copyright laws, and we are very strict on plagiarism. If you are using a reference from another source, please use referencing in your assessments and where you got that information. There is no cheating in exams or copying assessments. Failure to attempt an assessment. Alternative test or assessment could be arranged for special cases such as illness. Contact your trainer for further discussion. Reassessments. If you fail an assessment, you may be allowed to reassess that assessment for an additional fee. If you're unhappy with the grade, you must lodge your appeal within 2 weeks. Course progress. The academic year is divided into 2 semesters with 2 10-week terms in each semester. Academic progress is monitored and assessed throughout each subject in every term. You must access your results by the beginning of the next term from Paradigm. You must complete all subjects according to the duration of your COE. Unsatisfactory course progress. The college must report students who fail to meet the requirements for satisfactory course progress. Warning letters are issued every term. Contact course coordinators or student advisor if you are having any issues. Failure to establish contact may lead to an intention to report notice. You have the right to appeal. An internal appeals form must be submitted within 20 working days of receiving an intention to report notice. If you need more details, please check pages 89 to 90 of the student handbook. Deferring or suspending enrolment. The college may allow you to defer or temporarily suspend your studies, otherwise known as a leave of absence, for compassionate or compelling circumstances. For a leave of absence, you must apply. To apply for a leave of absence, you must apply where possible at least 2 weeks in advance. Contact student services and complete a leave of absence form along with documents supporting the application. All required documents must be provided within 7 days of submitting the application. Failure to do so may result in your application being denied. There is no cost to students for applying for a leave of absence. Terminating, suspending or cancelling enrolment. The college reserves the right to terminate, suspend or cancel your enrolment for misbehaviour. If your enrolment is terminated, suspended or cancelled by the college, you have 20 working days to access the appeal process. Complaints and appeals. If you're unhappy about a decision or action taken by the college or a lecturer, first of all, raise the matter with the lecturer directly. If you are not satisfied or the matter is more serious, fill a complaint form and submit it to the head of student services. You'll be notified of the outcome of the appeal in writing in 10 working days. Should you feel that the problem cannot be resolved within the college, the head of student services should be informed. You may also appeal to the Overseas Student Ombudsman, and you can see pages 88 to 89 of the student handbook for more information. Student rights. You have the right to courteous, fair and respectful personal treatment, confidential treatment of private information, advice about complaints and appeals procedures, counselling on academic matters by teachers and course coordinators, the right to opportunity to access welfare-related support services to assist with issues that may arise during your studies. So please, if you have any issues or concerns, please talk to anybody at student services or your lecturer, and we're all here to help you. Your responsibilities as a student is be aware of the safety and emergency procedures and to report any dangerous incidents, accidents or injuries. Have your valid student ID within the college premises. Treat each other and treat other students and staff with courtesy and respect. Be punctual and regular in attendance. Comply with assessment procedures. Inform the college of changes to your personal details, emergency contact details, visa or enrolment status. You will also need to obtain textbooks as required by teachers. Move quietly between classrooms, in corridors and generally on the college premises. Buy a college print card if you wish to copy or print on the college premises, and pay your fees as required by the college. Enroll scheduled subject on the student management system Paradigm by the 2nd week of the term, and access regularly AAPoly student email account. there will be important information being sent to your student email account. There is no smoking in the college building. This includes tobacco, e-cigarettes, and any other form of smoking. Take food or drinks into the classrooms, harass other students or staff, damage or misuse college property, be under the influence of alcohol or drugs on the college premises, or use the Wi-Fi for anything offensive, embarrassing, or to threaten others. Payment of fees are payable in advance. The due date is calculated from the course start date. Email reminders are sent to students. Use your student number as a reference for online transfer. Refund policy. Any request for refund must be forwarded in writing to AAPoly using the withdrawal form and credit refund form. The student requesting the refund must sign the form. If the student is going to withdraw from his or her enrolled program, she must obtain approval. Refunds will be paid within 4 weeks of receiving the application directly to the students or to another person who has been authorised. Other than when a visa is refused before commencement of course, there is no refund. More details are at this link below. Also, there are no refunds after the commencement of course. There is no refund for student default, which is a breach of student visa, failed to commence the course, misbehaviour, or withdraws from the course after the course commencement date. While you're in Australia, you do have the right to work. You are restricted to 40 hours per fortnight, which works out to be 20 hours per week. Visa cancellation. The Department of Home Affairs has abolished the automatic and mandatory student visa cancellations. A discretionary framework instead came into effect, which means that if an international student breaches their visa conditions, Department of Home Affairs will consider the individual circumstances of the breach. The college reporting process remains the same. Your privacy. Academies Australasia Polytechnic acknowledges and respects the privacy of all students. All documentation will be held in confidence and will be stored to ensure privacy. How information is collected and is kept and how it is used. Disclosure will be held in confidence, and any more information you can refer to page 93 of the student handbook. As an international student in Australia, some laws that we recommend you should really know is the Anti-Discrimination Act, Sexual Harassment Act, and the Copyright Act, and finally the Privacy Act. International Students Consumer Guide. In Australia, every person has the right to be protected from unfair business practices. The Consumer Affairs Victoria is the state government agency that resolves disputes between consumer and businesses. You can find more information at this website. The safety information in Australia for emergencies is 000 000. It's a free call. In an emergency, please do not use the elevator, please use the stairs. And this number is for emergencies only. There's a first aid kit available on each floor. Please note, the fire stairs may only be used in emergencies. Government fines apply for misuse. For more information and to also just stay informed with what's happening, the emergency services have their social media platforms that you can follow as well. Important numbers and contact details. For contact details and important numbers, you can refer to page 4 of the student handbook. Thank you very much, and we wish you all the best in your studies.